Hi, my name is Akiva Goldman, and I'm an attorney with Goldman and Associates. And we're asked a lot about what is an uncontested divorce. How do we get an uncontested divorce? What's the advantages of an uncontested divorce? Well, it's like saying, what's the advantages of an orange? I mean, if you like an orange, eat an orange. That's the advantage. But in and of itself, it doesn't intrinsically have advantages. An uncontested divorce works if it's usually a short-term marriage where both people agree there's nothing to divide. There is nothing to argue about. There is nothing to split up. There are no kids involved. You know, if you're in that situation, you can get an uncontested divorce, and it's very quick, and it's a user-friendly process. The divorce still has to be filed, but there's no litigation. There's no aggressive sort of a discovery where the parties are arguing about the value of this and the value that. You take care of all that drama. It's all pulled right out of the equation. You don't have any of that in an uncontested divorce. But you need to know one thing. Just because you say it's uncontested doesn't make it uncontested. In other words, if you think there's nothing to argue about, but your spouse thinks that there is, that is not an uncontested divorce. That's a standard, regular divorce, and you're going to go back, and it's an adversarial system that we have, so there's going to be some wrangling back and forth until we resolve it. And in that situation, you have that kind of divorce has all the trappings of a standard divorce with all its drama and potential bickering and potential grandstanding and the courts and the judges, and that's just a standard divorce. You can really keep your divorce uncontested, though, if you sit down with your spouse, work out a basic framework where everything's agreed upon, and then if it continues throughout the process, that is an uncontested divorce. It'll be less expensive, it'll take up less time, and it'll be less draining emotionally. And if you can do it that way, you're way ahead of the game. If you can't, or you feel that you're trying to do it, but now you're in over your head because all of a sudden the other side wants all sorts of documents from you, and they're subpoenaing things, and they're asking for money, and they're asking for equity and all these things. Well, if you get to that point, of course, reach out to us and we'll be glad to help you out.